Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about crochet hooks. Not just regular crochet hooks, but Tunisian crochet hooks as well. But mainly crochet hooks for regular crochet. So there's all types of crochet hooks out there. Fancy ones, expensive ones. And I'm just going to talk to you about the ones I have and the ones I like, the ones I use all the time or a majority of the time. So let's talk about the fancy hooks first. In a few of the crochet hooks, not crochet hooks, in a few of the crochet groups that I'm in, a lot of people talk about furls hooks. And they are so pretty and expensive. But a lot of people hype them up, so of course I wanted to try it. I like purple. It's not my exact favorite color, but it is one of my favorite colors. And hold on a second, something just popped up. Okay. So yeah. So I like purple. So I mainly use like a 4.0 millimeter hook, sometimes 5 millimeter hook, anywhere between 4 and 5 millimeters. I use that more often than not. Let me move this so it can stop bouncing. Sorry about that. Alright, so I got the G hook furls because of the color and because it is 4.5 millimeters. So I got it for the color, and it was a hook that I would use often. And I figured if I'm going to spend, I think this was $25. $25 for one crochet hook. It needs to be something that I'm going to use often. So it just happened that this particular color happened to be in the range of hooks that I use often. So I bought it. But not long after that, less than a year, this happened. You see that? There's no crochet hook on there. It broke off. It's pretty, but it is not quality. Expensive does not equal quality all the time. So it broke. And another thing about it, I don't like it. I don't like it at all because it's not very comfortable to me. I hold my hook like a knife and not like a pencil. Some people do the pencil hold. I hold mine like a knife, and it wasn't comfortable for me. But it broke, and I reached out to them to let them know that it broke. They they ask you what kind of yarn you were using, what were you doing when it broke, and all of that stuff. And if it meets their criteria, they will replace it. So they sent another one, which I didn't want them to do, because I don't like it. But I'd rather have a hook because I had already spent the money. So because they still have these in stock, they sent me another one. It's thinner. It's the same. Hold on. Get in front of the camera. So it is still 4.5 millimeters, a G hook. The color is a little bit different. It's not as deep purple as the other one. It's more of a galaxy, like more blue and a little bit of purple in there. But it didn't matter because I still don't like the hook. Because it doesn't feel good in my hand. It gives me a hand cramp, like right here when I'm crocheting with it, so I don't like it. So if anybody want to buy this for $10, let me know. Plus shipping. You can have it for $10 plus shipping. So I don't use it. It's pretty, but I don't like it, and I'm glad I don't like it because I don't need another expensive hobby. Some people collect these things, and I just don't need, a desire to spend $25 every time I want a new crochet hook. So I'm glad I don't like them because they're not comfortable for me. But the reason why I said I was hoping that they would give me a refund is because I have their Tunisian hooks too here's one of them. I bought 3 Furls Tunisian hooks. Now I like them, but they do get heavy. I don't really care for these Tunisian hooks anymore. So this is a Furls Tunisian hook. Hold on a second. So I got 3 of them. I bought a 6.0 millimeter hook, this one, the 6.5, and I bought a 7.0 millimeter hook. They all looked like this. The 6.0 and the 7.0 broke in half. Like it just broke. The one thing I don't like about these types of Tunisian hooks is once you get your project on it, so you're working over here where the hook is, but the where your material is heavy, and so it really weighs on my wrist. So I like the interchangeable hooks better than these straight Tunisian hooks, and I'll show you those in a bit. But so when these broke, I reached out to them. These broke first before this other hook, before this one broke. So because these are discontinued, they gave me my money back. And I was really hoping when this broke, because I don't like it, I was hoping they would give me my money back. But it wasn't an option. So when these broke, the other 2 like this, they gave me an option of either getting my money back or having a store credit and buying something else. Well, I didn't want any more of their hooks. So I got my money back for the other 2 that broke for this. And so shortly after that, this one broke, and because they still have them in stock, they didn't give me the option of getting my money back. They just sent me a replacement. So again, if anybody wants to buy that, it costs $25. I never used it, but I did throw the box away. I shouldn't have thrown it away because I knew I wasn't going to use it. They sent the replacement, and I knew I wasn't going to use it because it's not comfortable. So again, let me know if you want to buy it for $10 plus shipping. And if you live locally, and I'll tell you where that is if you reach out to me, I'm willing to meet you somewhere for it. Anyway, so I don't like the furls, and I'm glad I don't, because I don't need another expensive habit. I already like expensive yarn, and I can't even buy any of that right now. Because, sometimes I got a whole ton of money and I can spend it on yarn, and sometimes I don't because groceries are high. So I'm glad that when I was able to, I bought a whole bunch of yarn, because right now I'm using my stash for real. All right, anyway, but we're not talking about yarn, we're talking about hooks. So since we were talking about Tunisian hooks, I have a bunch of, when I first started Tunisian crocheting, I bought these cheap straight hooks from Amazon. This is my little Tunisian case. So all of these straight hooks here, they were really cheap. I can't remember. Probably like $15 for the whole set, something like that. But again, because they weigh your actual project is so heavy on the end of the hook, I don't like them, so I don't use them. I will donate them. I'm not going to sell these. They were super cheap. And same thing with the aluminum ones. So I don't use those. What I use mostly are my Knit Picks Tunisian interchangeable hooks. These right here. I love these. So I just like how smooth they are, and your yarn just glides across them when you're crocheting. And then you just connect. Here are all of my cords. So I'll just pick a cord. Here's a cord, and you just connect it here. And so I like this better because the project will hang on the cord, and I don't have it weighing down the actual hook, and it does not bother my wrist. So that's a good thing with interchangeable hooks. So I use interchangeable Tunisian hooks instead of the straight hooks because they are more ergonomic for me. And I like the Knit Pick hooks better because they're smooth, but I don't really care for their cord as much. It's not a horrible cord, but it's not better than um, my next set. This, the Chiago. I like the case. This is super light and compact, great for travel. I like their case. Here are all my hooks. And I like their cord. I have one that's connected somewhere. Hold on a second. Where are you? And I like their cord. They have these cords that don't twist. The Nitpicks cords, they will twist on you, and that can be annoying, and sometimes it will come out. But I like the Chiaogu cords, and I like their case. I don't necessarily care for their hooks. Like, I have to file it down because it gets snagged. My yarn gets snagged in the wood on this. So they're okay, but it's not. The hooks, to me, aren't worth the money of it. But I do like the cord and the case of this. But I do prefer my Nitpicks Tunisian hooks better, and they're much cheaper than the Chiaogus. So I use those, and then, oh, so with the furls, I don't like furls. I like regular old crochet hooks with these little silicone paddings on them. They are so comfortable. I use these more than anything else. And I bought like a set of these on Amazon. And again, they were cheap. Probably like $12 to $15. I don't even remember, for a full set. So definitely cheaper than buying one hook for $25. I got an entire set for like $12 to $15. I can't remember. And these I use more than any of the hooks that I have when I'm doing regular crocheting. So I prefer the cheaper hooks to the more expensive hooks because they're comfortable, and I like the aluminum on these hooks better. It just glides. My yarn just glides on them when I'm crocheting. Now, I have some big boys, some jumbo hooks that I rarely use, but I do have them because there are times when I do use them. I like these. These are, I think, epoxy made, but I bought a whole set on Amazon. Um, I rarely use them, but again, when I'm using the thicker yarn, I do need them, so I have them. And then I have these two big boys that I have. I don't know why I have two 25 millimeter hooks. Let's see. I don't know why I have two of the same. I have no idea. But they're both here, and I have never used these. I don't know why I bought them. Maybe just to have, because this is a 25 millimeter too, I think. Hold on a second. Yep, this one's a 25 millimeter. I like these better. They glide on the yarn better. So those are my hooks. That's what I like. Oh, one more. I ordered from this Etsy shop. I have this in one of my shorts, but I ordered from this Etsy shop a custom crochet hook with my logo on it. And this is what I got. And I think this is a 4.0 millimeter. I can't remember. 4.0 or 4.5. It doesn't matter. I don't use this. It's just a novelty item. I don't use it. I tried once. It's the head part when I'm crocheting is in the palm of my hand and it's not very comfortable at all. So I don't use it. I guess if I held my hook like a pencil, it would be fine. But because I don't use this hook. It's just for decorations, honestly. Um, so I thought it was cute, and you know, I thought I would use it when I bought it, but then when I realized it wasn't comfortable, I don't use it. So I just kind of use it as a prop, sometimes in a video. So that's going to do it for us. I just wanted to share hooks that I use, and to let you know that just because something is expensive and pretty doesn't mean that it is practical and comfortable to use. And I'm grateful that furls does not work for me. Now I have a furls project bag that I love. It's leather, it's cute, and when it's not stuffed, it looks like, it can look like a handbag, and you can carry it around when you want to carry a project and you're all dressed up and fancy and you don't want to have like this cartoonish looking project bag like one of my bags look, that has yarn balls and stuff and llamas all over it, or maybe they're sheep, I don't know, something. So I like the Furls project bag, but, and I do like this hook when I'm working on a very light Tunisian project that's not going to completely like be so heavy that it's weighing it down. I'll use this because it does glide over your projects, but I don't use these type of hooks that much when I'm doing Tunisian crochet. I use my interchangeable hooks. So again, that's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for watching. And comment down below if you crochet, whether it's regular crochet or Tunisian or both. And tell me what type of hooks you prefer. I know a lot of crocheters have various hooks, but which hooks are your go-to hooks? Which ones do you use most? Do you use furls more often than not? Do you use these hooks that have the silicone padding on it, or the ones I had one still, the ones that are aluminum but they don't have the padding on it? I don't like those because they do fatigue my hands. So I'm glad they came out with these because these are my favorite. So tell me your favorite, and if you don't crochet, just comment down below anything you want to tell me. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week.